An Ode to Ralph by Janelle Maloney, granddaughter. Gonna take a sentimental journey, gonna set my heart at ease. In 2011, his sweetheart left to go get dinner started. Up in heaven, she fluffed his angel feather bed and ironed his special order extra tall robe of the softest linen. Gonna make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. Just kidding. Grandma's been busy writing songs, planting petunias in God's garden, and making the rounds, visiting several family members in nearly a decade of dreams. I'm convinced they spent more than 67 years together. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atom boys, give 'em the gun. December 7th, 1941. He just turned 20. His pretty little songbird Marie was still only 14. With the American dream being taken by force, he took his child bride and joined the Air Force. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame or go down in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Better sign up now than get called up in a draft. If early birds get the worms, then give me wings to fly. I imagine he'd said that. Don't worry about me, Marie. I'm too stubborn to die. He made it a point to live with no regret. I fell in love with an airman with big blue eyes. I used to watch him doing crazy things in the sky. We went for a spin way up in the blue. What happened there is my affair and I'm not telling you. Germany, Lindbergh, Kyoto, Korea. The air-to-air combat kept him a believer, raising a fortress into the sky. B-17, B-29, B eyes open wide, got the shrapnel to prove it. Pins and badges galore, earned his hero status by fighting in war. Though there's guts and glory in tales from OCs, my favorite of all was this time when he was a short arms inspector checking privates for disease. I fell in love with an airman with big blue eyes, but I'm nobody's baby now. From Rammstein and round, they came back to Midwest. The battle was over, for now they might rest. 10 years, they waited for a child to be born. They fostered until they had a chance to adopt. I loved every single one, he told me. They raised German shepherds. He took photographs, kept themselves busy until at last, there's a boy, Craig. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. Surprise! Another baby boy. Baby Gary was on his way. He was the top man at his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. The two of them toddled around as kings of the hill, keeping mother busy while Ralph worked still. A quick trip back to Japan, stationed near Tokyo, teaching new pilots to fly and to land, when another surprise, a baby girl, Christina, arrived and changed their world. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. She didn't live. Do 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 do. Christina got her wings, and she sent back a little gift, another little girl to brighten the day. Johanna, of all the possible names, just as hard-headed as her father, a notorious spitfire with him until the very end. His Tweety bird, his sweetest gem. Coming in on a wing and and a prayer. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. With our one motor gun, we will still carry on. Coming in on a wing and a prayer. Coming back home, they settled in Tempe, Arizona. They'd have one more baby, don't you know? Glenn followed in suit and picked up with the troops. Sharing the veteran status with Dad is one more reason to hang up the flag, as it gave the Nashes another legacy, keeping American people back home safe and free. What a show, what a fight. Boys, we really hit our target for tonight. Settled in the States, it was Marie's turn. At MCC ASU, multiple degrees she would earn. At night school, she left the retired lieutenant to rally the children and pray they would make it through homework, sports, chores of all sorts. He'd give them marching orders from Colonel Marie, now of course. And when spick and span just wasn't enough, the kids would rebel and try to avoid a rebuff. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Up and at 'em for 6 a.m. breakfast. Even the grandkids remember the regiment. Never go barefoot. Turn the lights off. No jelly for sandwiches. None of that sugary stuff. An apple a day puts hair on our chest. And don't let the bedbugs bite before you wake. And if you sit too close to the TV, your soul it will take. Or was it some other saying? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Grandpa Ralph was always so adamant. Education was key, so off to college we all went. An entire generation, the grandchildren would go and achieve a level of honor he never did. So, with all the money they hadn't spent and retirement vacations they never took, the Nashes funded in most generous form 7 scholarships to cover classes and books. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. He drove us everywhere. We called them Grandpa Days, and now it's as if it was an era like no other. Trips to every park, museum, festival, and fair. We spent hours at libraries. He'd even nap there. At the mall, we'd wear him down for $1 and play video games until we melted our brains only on Grandpa Days. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take the sentimental journey home. Eventually, we'd all move away, planning visits for next time or someday, and time would pass us all. But he never forgot birthday cards and hope for a call. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through just the way you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. He loved being retired. He hated being old. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. 3 great-grandchildren gave him more reason to live. 730 sunrises, just short of his target. The The man was a hero once again to our babies, both born and adopted in, and I know he praised God for a fourth generation. And to everyone, he leaves us with a familiar quip. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. And we'll be saying right back, Grandpa, thank you for everything. We love you. And we'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you this way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.